Hello everyone and welcome to Let's Look at Final Fantasy VI Pixel Remaster. Now before we get started, like the other Pixel Remasters, Square-Enix did give me a copy of this game, thus making it a sponsored video. This is also the last Pixel Remaster that, well, as far as we are aware, that's going to be made, because they've done 1 through 6. Be definitely interesting if they actually went ahead and made any further Pixel Remasters. I guess they could do the after years, right? Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. Oh, no, they just released the collection for Legends. I was going to say Final Fantasy Legends Pixel Remaster would be pretty cool. But anyways, yeah, let's go ahead and listen to some of the music. Let's see, what would be a good music? Well, I mean... okay. I like it. Oh, you know what? Let's do battle music. I mean, we're gonna hear a lot of this anyways going through the video. Oh man, that's such a good theme too. Shadows theme. Oh, bow, bow, bow. This is still one of my favorite scenes. The little bow, bow, bow at the beginning always throws me off a little bit. I love it, but at the same time, hey, speaking of Shadow, probably actually wouldn't be seeing him in this video because we're only gonna go like 25-30 minutes, but. Oh, Terra. Whose name is actually Tina in the Japanese version. That threw me for such a loop when I found that out. Alright, let's go ahead and get started. The ancient war of the Magi? Sure. When its flames at last receded, only the charred husk of a world remained. Even the power of magic was lost. I love the fact that you can see the houses back there. In the 1,000 years that followed, iron, gunpowder, and steam engines took the place of magic, and life slowly returned to the barren land. Kind of more boring without magic, was sure. Yeah, in the other versions, it's always hard to see those houses back there. I think in the last mobile edition they were able to do it. They show the houses a little bit. Yet there now stands one who could reawaken the magic of ages past, hey Kafka, and use it to its dreaded power as a means by which to conquer all the world. Me? No? Oh, okay. Also, like, seeing Kefka on that screen, like, the first few times I played it, never noticed them. Could anyone truly be foolish enough to repeat that mistake? Hey, I don't know, have you read a history book? People seem to be very keen on repeating stupid mistakes. And even mistakes at this point? Just repeating stupid, horrific acts. But yeah, no, I love the houses in the background. That's actually really cool. Before, you could just see like little dots and maybe a square here and there. This city. Hard to believe an Esper was found frozen there 1,000 years after the War of the Magi. Kinda wish they added voice acting. Bah, probably just another wild goose chase. I know it would take away from the original. I don't know. But still. They wouldn't have let us use her unless they were confident the intel was good. The translation seems different from the last one. Yeah, witch. She fried 50-year Magitech the armor soldiers in 3 minutes. Kinda makes your skin crawl, don't it? Maybe it's similar to the last iteration. Relax, with that thing on her head, she's a mindless puppet. That girl won't even breathe unless we tell her to. That would be highly inconvenient. You should probably leave the automatic, like, motor skills intact when you enslave someone, so you know they don't accidentally suffocate when they're just standing there on guard. Or Chronos, how about you just don't use a slave crane? Well, I'm just saying, if you're gonna use it, maybe make one that doesn't take away their ability to breathe and use the bathroom or something. Oh, this is such a... We're not gonna skip this one. A lot of people wanted, also, holy shit. It looks great, but they definitely... Oh, I guess that makes sense. They would want to create the Mode 7 look. Oh, no credits? Oh, okay, yeah, maybe that's just when the demo plays when you... Because in the original, if you sit on the screen long enough where it says Final Fantasy 3/6, with the lightning in the background, it doesn't say Final Fantasy 3 in this version, but in the original, you just... let that sit, it would play this scene, but there would be credits. It's such a good scene. A lot of people wanted this to be remade with Octopath Traveler graphics. That would be pretty sick, but that would also be a huge undertaking in terms of like what they were doing for this. Like the Pixel Remaster games, a lot of complaints, people just like, oh, it's a quick cash grab. I mean, one, it wasn't quick. They definitely put some time and effort into these games. It was faster than making a new game from the ground up, absolutely. But I don't know, like after playing through the 2 through 5, they definitely put a lot of effort into these. I was in the mindset when we first started that this was going to be a quick cash grab. Some of these were going to be pretty piss poor. The only one I haven't really played through is 1, and the graphics in 1 weren't that great. But I mean, the graphics in 2 were all right. They weren't spectacular, and nothing really stood out in that version. But 3 through 5, honestly, were just a joy and just fun times to play. So I'm not sure what the general populace opinion is on the Pixel Remasters these days, but yeah, no, I'm really glad they made them at this point. Sure, some of the graphics could be better, but like I said, from 2, it was like, all right, these are not that bad. 3, I'm like, hey, these are actually really good. I really like the little additions to the cutscenes they made. 4, I'm a fanboy, so my opinion might be a little skewed, but it was awesome. 5, again, one of my favorite Final Fantasy games. It's definitely top on the list because of the class system, but the graphics they used there were pretty great, and I'm honestly, after seeing what they did for like 3, 4, and 5, I'm really looking forward to what they do with Final Fantasy 6, because there's a lot that they could have improved upon with the graphics and special effects. Anyways, this girl takes point, and don't waste time on the riffraff. Remember what we're here for. Let's move. I'm going to waste all the time on the riffraffs. Also, it's something kind of funny, but I guess this is the only game where Wedge is a higher up than Biggs, right? Any other game where there's a Biggs and Wedge, Biggs is always like the head honcho one. Which is also kind of weird because Wedge is the one that survived the Death Star. Alright, oh yeah, the map, that's right. Something I do want to bring up, I had to switch controllers like a while back. I started using my PlayStation controller and PlayStation 5 controller. And the Pixel Remasters had a really hard time picking up on that controller. Apparently, from what I read from there's a lot of third-party controllers that just don't get picked up by the Pixel Remaster unless you unplug them while the game's running and plug them back in. So be mindful of that. I'm using a Xbox One controller now, and it seems to just automatically be working. But totally be mindful of that. Oh, that's so good. Okay, so I'm a numbers dude. If you give me a party member, I want to see their stats. I want to see their equipment. I don't care if they're temporary. I don't care if they're even just not going to be like in battle. I want to see their stuff. Why? I don't know. I just really like stats, right? I want to see how good a character is. In the original, you couldn't see their equipment unless you selected equip, then pressed like left, I think it was, to select the entire party member to see all their gear. You could see their stats, but actually stats is something we should go over for Final Fantasy VI. They're a little bit different than most Final Fantasy games, as in you don't get stats when you level up. You need to progress further into the game to get something that you can equip that will allow you to gain stat boosts when you level up. So, if you're playing this for the first time, don't do any grinding, really, unless you absolutely need to, right? Because you can really nerf your characters if you level up too much. And the first few times that I played this game, I stayed in the starting area a little bit afterwards, and after this, and pretty much ground up our mystery woman, who I've already named, to about level 15. Yeah, look, I had a grinding problem back in the day. And when I used to go clubbing, but that's a different story. So yeah, I got her up way too high. And in this game, when you get new party members, generally speaking, they will take your party's average level and then like add or subtract a hidden not multiplier, but a hidden number. Like, say you got I don't know. Which character? I don't know. This is a bulked up bear looking dude in a mountain somewhere. It would take your average party level and give him like 1 level, I think it was, or 2 levels. So if your average party level is like 10, the bear dude would show up at level 12. So if your average party level is, you know, 17, shows up at like 18, 19, yeah? So it's one of those things, if you do early grinding, you could really mess up your stat progression later on. Honestly, not that big of a deal. The game really isn't super hard. Honestly, like, this is one of the easier Final Fantasies. This 6, 7, and, well, actually 8, but only if you take advantage of the junction system, really. Well, that's the point of the junction system, is take advantage of it, are like kind of super easy games. You're not going to run into too much difficulty unless you just completely neglect to equip your stuff or learn spells. Right? So if you, like, don't learn any spells, don't upgrade your equipment when you get it, then you're going to have a hard time. There's also some certain bosses that you don't want to fight at certain levels, but that's like a later on thing. But generally speaking, it's just relatively easy as we go for these types of games. Now, you could just rush through it, not learn anything, not upgrade your equipment, and then you're probably going to have a hell of a time, to be quite honest. I can't really imagine why you would do that unless you're trying to speedrun, but even speedruns of this game aren't that super, like, involved if you know what you're doing. And then we gotta take in consideration that the Pixel Remasters, honestly, I didn't even know this the first time I played through, like, 2 and 3, but the Pixel Remasters generally do have, a new difficulty added to them, adjustment to them, right? A lot of the enemies are still the same, but at least when it came to, like, the other ones, just like 3 through 5, the experience gains from your enemies were pretty boosted, right? So you wouldn't have to grind, like, at all. Still the same levels and difficulty from the enemies, but since your levels were getting pretty buffed up, you, generally speaking, if you fought all the battles, it wouldn't be a problem. Now, looking at this, I don't know the exact number of experience points that you would have here. Level-wise, you are where you're supposed to be. So, I don't think they actually boost the experience. And honestly, I really hope they didn't, because if they did, it's gonna make it pretty, well, just hard to keep your stat growth at a certain level. What's this? I don't like the lines. I know some people like that, but I do not. I mean, we'll turn it on for a second. That just looks... Okay, to be fair, it looks better on the recording, but that's a smaller window. On my window, my like monitor in front of me, this looks just awful. Just looks just absolutely horrible. I can barely, like, see Tara's eyes, Mystery Girl's eyes. Shut up, y'all know who she is. I already spoiled that. Yeah, I don't know. I definitely don't like that little fake CTV look, or whatever the hell it's called. Now, okay, never mind. Really? Don't use Pyroblast on the mice, cause they are, in fact, poisonous and will absorb it. General rule of thumb for the game, if it's human, poison damage will do extra damage to it. If it's a machine, lightning damage. So, go from there. Now this dude, Ymir, is a giant snail. Hold it! These things, they must have trained it to guard the mines. Oh man, oh, well, they have the World of Final Fantasy that I still need to play. What are you talking about? You know what this is? Ever heard of the Lightning Whelk? It's a monster that absorbs lightning and stores the enemy energy in its shell. Right, so whatever you do, don't attack the shell. Got it. Well, at least that instructions were clearer than, like, the, Scorpion. So yeah, this thing's weak to missiles. So just shoot missiles at it. Don't use light. Well, okay. I think the head, you can shoot it with lightning a little bit. Don't get. Fuck. Okay. Well, this is gonna hurt. I thought I'd get 2 off there. It's probably gonna hit the entire party. Not too bad. Kind of. So yeah, you can actually beat the shell. I think in the original it had like 60,000 HP or something like that. Don't do that. Don't do that. It's not worth it. And honestly, it doesn't really give you anything for it. So that thing is dead. The easiest, the first bosses. Bosses in this game, they don't give any experience points. So you actually only get items for it right now. We get a high potion and an ether. Whoa. So yeah, in later on you'll be getting something equivalent to like job points or action points, ability points, whatever the hell they're called. But not right now. Not for a while. That gives me the creeps. Something's not right. Dots? The frozen creature begins emitting an airy light. I actually see that thing's face in there. Where's that light coming from? Wah! What was that? Wedge? Wedge, where are you? Hey, what's going on? I think in the original he's like, don't leave me alone! That's just beautiful. That's just beautiful. Hi, how's it going? Bye. Oh, we have a dash right off the bat. Oh my god, that means the sprint shoes. Oh, the sprint shoes are actually gonna do that? Really? Is there just no auto run? I think that was like that before. That's fine. Oh man, that's the sprint shoes are gonna be great. Anyways, I just looted your elixir. What's up? Where am I? My, and I only just removed the crown. My head hurts. Like, holy shit. What's this green wiggly stuff? Easy, this is a slave crown. The others were using it to control you. It was robbing you of your thoughts, making it so you do whatever they told you. Can't remember a thing. Don't worry, I'll come back to you. In time, that is. Maybe. Probably, yeah, it is a JRPG. Mysterious young girl, born with the gift of magic and enslaved by the Gastalian Empire. Well, I'm just gonna go ahead and call her Terra. Confirm. Hello? Oh, there we go. That was weird. Sure. Gotta click on the screen. My name is Terra, though some may call me Tina. I like the name Terra better, no offense if your name's Tina. I guess in Japan it's a more Tina's just like kind of a rare name, I guess. That's why for what I read early on, it was just kind of exotic, kind of, and she's supposed to be like this mysterious, gifted young woman, so they named her Tina or something like that. And I'm like, man, Terra's a lot more, a lot rarer than that. But then again, I've never actually met a person named Terra in real life. I've met plenty of Tinas. Alright, let's go. Mysterious woman. Oh, mystifying woman, sorry. It's partially cut off down there. Up there? It's a bird, it's a plane! No, it's Terra! Run! She'll burn us to death. Now, she does have a fire spell. We kind of saw that earlier when I used Cure. But she comes with Cure and Fire. She learns magic naturally as she levels up. She doesn't learn a lot of magic as she levels up, but, you guys aren't immune to fire, right? Yeah, no, you're weak to fire because you're ice things. Well, are you? Are you weak to it, or just fire's stronger? Who knows? So yeah, this is where I leveled up to like level 15 with Terra, as I was mentioning earlier. I just stayed at this spot and just went ham pretty much. Honestly, as you gain levels, you don't need to use magic anymore, and you have enough potions that you really don't need to worry about healing that much. I think it would be like around this point is what one more level I'd just start using physical attacks. Now, she only has a knife on her. It's not that great, but, you know, she can still pack a bit of a punch. Now, there's treasures here. Don't get them. Don't get them. You don't want to get them until, like, way later in the game, because then they will be upgraded into better stuff. Is that like that for every treasure in the game, Chronos? No, but for the first few areas, it is. So, like, this area... not the next town. The next dungeon, yes. Then the town after that, yes. You don't want to get the treasures, because later on they'll be updated or upgraded. Whee! Crunch. Yeah, definitely don't want to land face first on the ground like that. My sweet little magic user. With this slave crown, you'll be mine. Imperial soldiers. I'm guessing these guys were, demoted. Good, good! Burn them all to a crisp! Or, at the very least, they were under Kefka. What unfortunate way to join the army. Some characters we won't be seeing for a long time. Soldiers of the Empire, we stand at the dawn of a new age. The lost power of magic has returned to us. We have been chosen. The time has come to claim our rightful dominion over the world. Nothing shall stand in our way. Hurrah! Long live Emperor Gestal Greens. Yo, dude, you'll get fried by terror if you say that. It's also called, like, Gestal Greens. It has been over 20 minutes, so I do have to repeat that this game was given to me for free. So, you know, take that for whatever you will. Took you long enough. Busy with all the robbing and plundering, I presume? A treasure hunter and trail-worn traveler searching the world over for relics of the past. His name is Locke. And apparently I have to click on the screen again. There we go. That's weird. I prefer the term treasure hunter. Old asshole. Ha! Semantics. There's a huge difference. I steal from them when they're dead. Anyways, is there something you need me to do? Ah, that's right. I met a girl. Oh, girl, huh? I don't care. I don't want to know about your love life. City Guard is pursuing as we speak. The city has the strength to stand up to the Empire, but it won't use it. The people are just too stubbornly independent to join an underground resistance group like the Returners. I tried to explain that the Empire was controlling the girl, but they wouldn't even listen. Alright, so you want me to get her out of Narsh? That'd be the idea. Make your way to Figaro for the time being. Figaro. See, that's how you land. That way your knees shoot out of your legs. Man, the music in these Pixel Remastered games have just been an absolute delight, and just so goddamn good. Wonderful. There's a whole bunch of them. Kapoo! Moogles, are you saying you want to help? Kapoo! Saying it wrong, Chronos. I don't know. I'm sure, probably. Use us to protect Terra from the guards. Would you like an explanation? No. Alright, so this is one of the few parts of the game where you get to control multiple parties. If any of the guards reach Terra, it is game over. Are you Mog? You are Mog. Now! Did they change this? They did not change it. So, something you want to do by the end of this, remove all. That way you can have a nice mithril spear and a mithril shield. You don't need to do that right now, though. Honestly, you kind of want to have Mog do a lot of the work anyways. Because he's a dancing queen, and he can do a decent amount of damage. I usually just wait here until this thing... Yeah, I guess I really don't need the wait, right? Yeah, I guess not. Alright. So, let's go ahead and just use a normal attack here. Mululu is actually Mog's girlfriend, fiance, something like that. Also the weakest of the Moogles. So you might have just saw that Mog learned something called Twilight Requiem. He has this dance ability. Like I was saying, he is a dancing queen. So come here. Now, once you select this, he will automatically dance for the rest of the battle. There's no stopping him unless he dies. You turn him... Oh no, okay, I was gonna say, I didn't recognize that one. I thought you turned him into a frog. But yeah, normally speaking, I generally just use the basic attacks right now, because you don't need the dancing ability. We're gonna need to use a potion. Mululu is dead. Mululu? More like Boolulu. Good one, Chronos. Thank you. You don't have any... Don't use... If you have a Phoenix down, which you can get one, don't use it on Mululu. Ain't worth it. Locke also has... We'll check the stats out for these guys, too, because, like I was saying, I like stats. But Locke also has a party of Moogles with him. They all use different weapons. Come in here. So we got Mogsy. Let's see. You can just come here, right? Yeah, so it comes with a chocobo brush and a shield. Stats, definitely magic focus, right? Even though he doesn't have any magic. I got a mithril spear here as well. Actually, they're all magic focused, aren't they? Mithril sword and a boomerang, which is apparently the strongest weapon they have. Very slow creatures, right? Their stats aren't that great. This one's a trendsetter when his name's Cosmog. Here, fight me. Actually, I haven't used Locke at all in battle, so we may as well. I think Mog's level 11, right? Yeah, so he definitely is outshining everyone else. So yeah, we got Locke here right now. Let's go ahead and check out your equipment. It comes with a dagger. Boo, it's not that great. His stats are way better than the Moogles, though. Then we got another mithril spear, a Morning Star, which is a fairly good weapon, and one I don't think we get for a while, and mithril claws. So yeah, some of their stats are the same. Let's come back over here. So we'll take on the boss of the area. So Mog's level 11. So he's a little bit high, and his stats are actually substantially better than all the other Moogles. Let's go ahead and remove all that. And hi, how's it going? Now for this battle, we'll want to dance. Dance like we've never danced before. And hopefully, Mog dances all over the guard leader's face. Please. Will-O-Wisp. Thank you. Thank you very much. Alright, second boss, easy. Thanks, Moogles, we're in your dead. I mean, honestly, they would have totally stomped just Locke. He probably would have been able to kill a couple of those groups of guards, but yeah, if it was just Locke against that, like, guard leader, he would have died. The guard leader actually hits really hard, so we kind of got lucky that he didn't really do any damage to anyone, let alone kill Mog. This switch oughta... Ah, shit, my face. Felt like I fell 100 feet onto it. You're back with us? You saved me? I saved you thanks to the Moogles. I can't remember a thing. It's like my mind's trapped in a fog. You lost your memory? The man said it would come back eventually. I think in the original, she says a man once said, like it was some ancient dude in the past. I was like, you'll have amnesia and it will come back at some point in the future. Instead of just an old man like 5 minutes ago. Not even 5 minutes ago, really. Actually, it was probably like 10 minutes ago, now that I think about it. She's like, why are you flirting with me? Weirdo? Alright, so I like that man's coat. Hi, how's it going? This is a tutorial hall. So if you want to learn more about the certain aspects of the game, you come here and you talk to all these people. And then you get information that you want. You also get a monster in a box! Oh no! I love how angry Terra looks when she's about to stab someone. Alright, so there's nothing in there, but there's an ether in here. And this is a save point. This is also going to be the... You know what, let's get to the world map. So yeah, come in here if you want to learn more about the game. You can't enter Narshe. If you try, this guard will be like, hey, you look familiar. Huh, is that... Hey! It's not safe here. We better hightail itself to Figaro. And Locke's just blinking at the game camera like, yo, like, really? Alright, wow, they just mark everything on the world map, like, from the start of the game, huh? Well, they make it yellow if you've been there before, so that's good. So we got, oh, okay, so they count the elixir treasures as treasures, okay. And, oh, no, items, okay, that makes sense. What chest did I open? Oh, the chest in, yeah. The trading hall. Sorry. My brain sucks. Alright, so. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to playing this myself. It is just released now. I think like 30 minutes ago. This was released on Steam. It's also available on mobile. Again, I'm not going to try to convince you to buy it. I'm extremely looking forward to like playing it, and my general opinion on the Pixel Remasters are that I'm really glad they were made because they've all been fun experiences for me. Now, if you don't think that's the case, I mean, you do you, right? But if you've never played any of these before, I definitely recommend checking them out. But if you played them before, use your own discretion, right? So yeah, that's going to be it for this. Thanks for watching, and I will see you all soon. Have a great day. Bye.